Hey everybody, this is Craig Cottle, the director of Nature Reliance School. And today what we're going to show you is how to combat some of the biggest mistakes that people make when they're trying to build a fire. Today what I'm going to show you how to do is your basic fire structure and setup. The first mistake a lot of people make when they're building a fire is that they gather materials like I've done here. I've got a Tinder Bundle, some small sticks, medium sticks, and a little bit larger sticks. And then they go to build a structure right on the ground. That's the last thing you want to do. If I build this fire directly on the ground, there's a good possibility one of two things is going to happen. Either the heat transference is going to go from the fire itself down into the earth, which means it's basically going to conduct the heat down into the earth, or it's going to pull moisture up out of the ground and help put the fire out. And we don't want those two things to happen. To combat both of those things, there's something real simple that we're going to do. First off, we're going to build what I call a cross stitch, which is basically I'm going to take a stick and I'm going to build an X or a cross, whatever you want to refer to it as, and I'm going to dig this down maybe an inch. And basically what that's going to provide is going to provide an opportunity for airflow to go underneath the fire when I start getting it going. So to do that, all I'm going to do is get me a stick and I'm going to dig with it. Cross stitch. So there, I have exactly what I need. It's just some area for oxygen to flow underneath here and come up underneath the fire. So now that I've built the cross stitch, what I want to do is I'm working with cedar today. You can use anything that's dry to do what I'm getting ready to do. Basically, all I want to do is build a base. When I build that base, I want to have it such that there's room for air to come up through. But basically, I'm now going to build my basic fire structure on top of this base that is both dry, meaning moisture won't be pulled out of it when the fire gets going, as well as the dry material, if it pulls heat down into it, it's just going to help the fire. So the next step would be to either build a teepee structure or a log cabin structure. I'm going to show you a little bit of both. So let's say that I just go ahead and take my Tinder Bundle. If you don't know how to make a Tinder Bundle, watch my other video on Dan's Depot on how to build a Tinder Bundle. So just take your Tinder Bundle, small materials, and then basically I'm just going to build that teepee around it. So you take the smaller sticks, and you can also, this is a good spot for you to add fire sticks. And I've got another video at Dan's Depot on how to make fire sticks. And you then get the Tinder Bundle lit. The other way you can do this is to build a log cabin structure, so I'll do that next. Log cabin structure is real simple. You basically are going to have the Tinder Bundle on top of your fire structure, your base, and then you're going to go about building a little tiny, cute as can be, log cabin around your Tinder Bundle. Actually, it's going to be a descending from the top down log cabin, in that once I have it built, it's going to be smaller at the top than it is at the bottom. And again, we've done this a lot in our classes, because some people will come in and they'll say they always build log cabin, and other people always want to build teepee structure. And we have found that neither one of them are particularly better than the other one. It's just whatever your preference is. One thing that will come up is that the teepee structure, you can build it with an opening so that you can do the Tinder Bundle in your hand and then you can slide it under. You can almost do the same thing here. So if there's a preference, I have a preference for the teepee, because I can then put the Tinder Bundle in and the flames are coming up and hitting the stick structure rather than having a hole at the top, like in a log cabin. So again, this is the basic structure on a fire. I've dug the cross stitch method so that I can get air underneath. I have taken a Tinder Bundle, put it on top of a base of very dry sticks, and then I have now built a log cabin structure on top of that Tinder Bundle. So what we're going to do next is we'll get a couple matches and see what we can do to get this lit. So again, cross stitch method. We got fire base on the bottom, or I mean a dry base on the bottom. We built a we built a log cabin structure. In this case, I got a Tinder Bundle in the middle. And if you do it all right and perfect, and you're really good at fire building, you just strike a match, and it'll do that. So yeah, I was just joking. Basically, I put some white gas on there to make it look cool, but just to be a little funny. So basically, in all honesty, everything that I said up until I threw the match on it was absolutely 100% true. So build the cross stitch, put the dry stuff on the bottom, Tinder Bundle on top of that, and then small structure. And what you can see is I've started gathering some bigger materials here, and that's how I would lay out my fire structure when I'm getting ready to get everything set up. Real simple. So glad you were here. Hope you had a little fun with that joke. Come on, join in. Let's learn together.